Good afternoon from the newsroom. The GAA have confirmed that the Liam Miller tribute match will go ahead in Páirc Uí Chaoimh in September. After discussions with Croke Park's ruling management committee and Central Council this morning, the decision was made that the event will be held at the Cork GAA venue on Tuesday the 25th of September, with the GAA event taking place in advance of the match. Well, our GAA correspondent Marty Morrissey is at Croke Park in Dublin this lunchtime. Marty, this is a watershed moment for the GAA.
Very much so, Carla, and it's been a hectic 10 days, a hectic last 5 days indeed, because I know the GAA critics might say that they move slowly, but in fact they move quite quickly in this by their standards. They had to gather the management committee last night, which was planned to be fair, and then called the Central Council, a special Central Council meeting for this morning. And those are the rules that the President John Horan and indeed Director General Tom Ryan had to adhere to. They had to follow procedures. So having followed due diligence and due process, those meetings were held last night. The management committee recommended that the match be played in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, the Liam Miller charity game. It went before the Central Council this morning, and there were some dissenting voices, but John Horan, President of the GAA, spoke exclusively to RT News just a short time ago.
After a long and robust debate this morning at Central Council has decided to grant permission to Cork County Committee to host the match in Páirc Uí Chaoimh.
Were there any dissenting voices?
There were some people who expressed concern over this decision, and that was taken on board by the room, and everybody got a fair and open opportunity to express those views. But in the end, the conclusive decision was that we would open Páirc Uí Chaoimh.
And will it only be the charity match played in Páirc Uí Chaoimh on that day?
No, there will be a GAA element to the actual event, but that's for discussion between the organising committee and Cork County Committee.
Now, Marty, has this been a bruising experience for the GAA?
I think it has. I think it kind of snowballed outside. I think there was, they're saying that there was no official request to use Páirc Uí Chaoimh until recently, and that they acted upon it there. Just to also note that the organising committee of Liam Miller charity match also offered to give money to a GAA charity, but the Central Council declined that. They are, however, going to give money to a local beneficiary that they're interested in. But overall, it's been a bruising encounter between Newbridge or Nowhere and now this. But the GAA are quietly confident that from now on that this saga has reached its final chapter and they can move on. You can see the full interview with John Horan, by the way, on RT Online, and indeed I'm sure hear it on Radio 1 later on, and I will give further updates in our news package in the 6 o'clock this evening.
Marty at Dublin's Croke Park, thank you very much for joining us. Now, Pope Francis has accepted the resignation of a US cardinal following what the Catholic Church described as credible allegations that he abused a teenager almost 50 years ago. 88-year-old Theodore McCarrick is the former Archbishop of Washington, D.C. He was ordered to cease public ministry last month. Today, the Vatican said the pontiff had ordered Cardinal McCarrick to a life of prayer and penance and to remain in a house yet to be indicated to him. He will face a church trial over the allegations. The government says it wants to see all the cases involved in the cervical check controversy dealt with through mediation, but accepts that everyone still has a right to go to court. A spokesperson was responding to criticism of the government after Ruth Morrissey had to give evidence in her legal action against the HSE and 2 laboratories. In May, the Taoiseach said no woman caught up in the controversy would have to go to court. The government spokesperson said mediation is offered in every case. In the US, tens of thousands of people have fled their homes as a wildfire, which has killed 2 firefighters, continues to burn. The blaze in Northern California broke out on Monday in an area larger than the city of San Francisco. Officials say the fires are being sucked up by strong winds to create so-called fire tornadoes. Firefighters say only 5% of the blaze is contained so far. In Pakistan, opposition parties have rejected the country's general election result, which is set to bring former cricket star Imran Khan to power. Rival parties allege vote rigging. A European Union monitoring team say the election campaign featured a lack of equality. Well, that's all from the newsroom for now. Good afternoon.